Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm bringing you the tutorial for the card that I made for the blog hop that was on yesterday, the inspiring one, which is a team blog hop. And the theme this month was milestone birthday. And my son, my eldest son, has a milestone this year, one that we're trying, all three of us, himself, me and his dad, trying not to think about, but he does reach 30. I'm really not old enough to have a 30-year-old child. So so I made him this birthday card, and it's a Concertina one. I've only ever made one like this, Concertina one before. So I've used the stitch stars and a little bit of everything stitched. Actually, I just haven't used the stitched triangles. So if you stay tuned, I shall show you how I made this. So I decided to go for a monochromatic card for this because I'm going to make it masculine. So I've got some thick whisper white there, and I'm using this True Love DSP, which on one side is very floral. There was another sheet, but I've used it. And then on the other side, you've got these nice patterns. So I'm going for that one. As you see, we haven't got long left with this catalogue, and I've got quite a lot of this paper left. So that's one reason for using it. So I'm going to cut down my cardstock. So I'm going to cut it so that it will fit in a normal size envelope. So I'm going to cut it down to 5 7/8, which is the normal height of a C6 card. And then we're going to cut it to 10 1/2, just because that's easy to divide by 3, and it's a 3-fold Concertina card. So we'll do that, and then to get the cut, we're gonna go up here about 2 inches is what I kind of went for. So I'm just marking on here. I'm going to put this edge to the 2 inches there, use my little score tool there to mark 2 inches. So that's the lowest point on the card, and then I'm going to put that mark there, and then the other mark at the bottom of the track, like so that I can do a diagonal cut. I'm not going to start right at the point, and just do that. So save that for something else. So that's our shape, and then we need to score every 3 1/2 inches. So 3 1/2 and 7 basically will go in, because each of the faces is 3 1/2 inches long. So we'll go there at 3 1/2, give it a score. Don't know why I closed that up, because then we've got to go to 7 and give that a score there. So that is what we want for our card, and we're going to fold that way and then that way to give us our concertina. You could go the other way, but that was just the way I decided to go. I'm just going to get my bone folder, which I forgot to bring. So I'm just going to give those edges a little bit of a run over with my bone folder so you don't see the cut edge. Flatten them out, give that a good burnish. So that is the basis of the card. So that's the size I've taken. You can do it bigger if you want. And that's just kind of the easy way to sort of cut the base. So then we want to cover the panels, and I'm covering all three of them on this side and the middle one on that side. So I've got my rectangles cut. So I've squared off the rectangle. I've given myself a quarter of an inch difference to give me 1/8 of an inch margin. So this one measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/8. They're all 3 1/4 wide actually. These ones in the middle are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we've got 2 of those, one for each side, and this one is 3 1/4 by 5 3/8. So then they fit on there like so. So then all we need to do is make a little mark where we want to cut. So we want to cut from about there to about there. So we want to come down about 1/8 of an inch, and that's where we want to do the cutting. So we bring our trimmer and put those marks on the track. One mark there, one mark there. I need to desperately clean this runner. And that should then mat on there nicely. I'm just going to clean the runner of my track. I can see lots of debris in there. That should make cutting a bit better. There we go. And then we do the same with this one. So just eyeballing along there. It's already down. I must have cut this slightly wrong. So we're going from there to about there. There. So put that there and the corner there. Never put your blade going into a point because it won't like it. So that's fine. And then this one, again, we'll go from that corner, which is probably, I measured them all, apart from that first one. I'm going to go down to about there. I might come down a tad, just slightly under that bit. There we go, and then this one needs to go on the back. So that's how those are going to be covered. And I'm going to glue them down now, but I'm not going to glue the front one on because I'm thinking I might wrap some twine around it. So I'll just glue the others, and I'll just speed it up whilst I do that. So then my thoughts are I'm going to use the stitched stars and have them coming down in ascending sizes. So these are the three biggest, and I'm going to stamp the happy and fussy cut it out and have that going across the top one. I'm going to stamp this birthday, fussy cut it and have it going across the middle one, and then I'm going to die cut the numbers 30 to go on the bottom one. So I'm going to get these all die cut and then we'll do the stamping. So that's the stars cut out. So now I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm going to do a bit of heat embossing. I'm going to do white on black because I think that will look quite dramatic. So I've got the happy birthday, and I want the big happy. I love this. I'm so sad it's not carrying over. So making the most of it whilst it's still available. So just want the birthday bit. I could mask it off, but I think I can manage. So I'll have that there. Yep. And then the happy. I'm nearly going to ink it up on the lid. Won't get very far with that. And I'm going to put that over there. And then put my powder. I am making this well in advance, but I do like, when I'm making my cards, I do like them to be for a reason. And it's the only milestone birthday that I've got coming up. So, well, I have got an 80, but I've made that one. There we go. So then I just need a heat gun, so there'll be a bit of noise for the magic. I think I'll probably not need that tie now. So I'm going to put my specs on. I thought my paper snips were here. I appear to have lost them. Yep, I can't find them. I don't know where they are. So these ones it is. I do actually find that these scissors are better for me. Scissors with, although snips are brilliant, if I'm using them for just little things, and I'm not holding them for very long, they're all right. But fussy cutting, you hold for a long time. And what I find is you end up with your fingers curled over. And for me, I've got rheumatoid arthritis and it stays in place, gets stuck, and it's really painful to unstick it. So it is, I am better with these bigger handles. It doesn't curl round so much. So there we go. Just a little bit of reason why sometimes you might see me not using my snips. It's not because I don't rate Stampin' Up! Scissors, because they are brilliant. It's because these handles are better for me. So, going round. So we want a 0 and a 3. And they fit on that bit. Easier to take it from there. Yeah, so that's the bit of card we need. So stick that on there. And then cut around your bit of card. This is not how I did it the first time I used this. And then I thought afterwards that this would be so much easier. So we'll stick our 30 on there and we die cut that. So then I've got a raised 30. It's a bit sticky around the edges. A raised 30 to go on there. So I'll get that cut out. So that's them cut out. So that we've got our sticky up 3D numbers. Get that out without pulling the back off. That's better. That might be useful. I'll put that in a little pot there of things that might be useful. So that's going on there. So let's just have a little look of how that is shaping up. So we're going to have happy birthday .30. Yep, liking that. Right, so let's get this stuck down. The colour family paper packs would be a good one for this as well. Maybe lots of colour choices. I'll stick these others on first. I might pop them all up on dimensionals actually. So put that on there. Loving it. Love it, love it. Right, so let's get these stuck down. That's why I laid it on, was to sort of think about where we're sticking. There we go. So that will stand quite nicely. So I was going to do a little something on here. So I'm going to put a little greeting in there, and I'm going to go for wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. Well, he's going to be depressed. I know he is. He's already feeling it. Bless. So this might soften the blow a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. So let's get that stamped. Oh, I'm molting. There we go, super duper. And I'm going to use the lovely Stitched So Sweetly dies. So we've got all this sort of stitching, and that fits in lovely in that one. So I'm going to get that die cut out. Okay, so that's that cut out, and as you see, it goes on there really nicely. So we'll just stick that in place. And then I was thinking about that space there, and I wanted to fill that, and I came up with brainwave, carrying on the stitched theme. I thought, what else have we got that's stitched that we could use for a birthday card? And we have probably one of my favourite things in the new annual catalogue, these tailored tags and tailor-made tags, and they're all stitched. So I've cut them out, and I've cut some more letters out. So done the pre-prep. Had to try it out just in case it didn't work. So I've gone for the two smallest ones, and I thought we could make some nice little tags on there. And we've even got the little reinforcers to go on. And then I've cut out HBD, happy birthday, to fit on there to you. And I thought that would finish it off quite nicely. So I'll go get those stuck down. So there we have it, all done, and yeah, I think that finishes it off quite nicely. And then you've got your bit to write there. Could put something else in there, but I think I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to add some black dots to it. So we do sell matte black dots. These are the old black rhinestones that we had in a catalogue a while back. I think they were part of a Halloween suite, can't remember. So I think I'm going to put a few of these dotted around. Going down in sizes. Just add a little extra bit of bling. like so. And I think that just tops off the card. So there we have it, my milestone birthday card. So I'll link to my blog down below, which will give you all the measurements, and I'll link to all the shop details if you wish to purchase any of these things, and then I'll link to the original blog hop as well, so you can see what everybody else has done. So I know I've used an awful lot of sets on this card, but I think something special like a milestone birthday deserves pushing the boat out and doing something a little bit extra special. So see you again soon. Bye for now.